Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at U.S. scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Georgia Lottery $5 $500,000 jumbo cash ticket. This is part of the July 2024 series of tickets that came out this past Tuesday. And this ticket is a number match game. And there are two symbols you can find. There's a 5X that you can find in the main play area, and then there are two bonus spots where you were looking for that star symbol. And this is also just like the other tickets in the series, second chance drawing game where you can win a truck or some cash prizes. And just like I mentioned in the other videos, second chance drawing tickets always raise a red flag for me because it seems like it is a good, not a good, but it's a gimmick that states use to pull value out of a ticket, and then the second chance drawings never add as much money back in. So we'll see if that holds true for this one. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.24, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $500,000. Couple things I noticed on this prize structure. First thing is that you have your $5 ticket prize, and then you have your $5 cash prize, and then a $7 cash prize. It's like, it really doesn't matter how you get your money back as long as you're getting it back, as long as the payout's good. But this is just a really bad look. $5, $5, $7 for the top three prizes just seems cheap. And so I don't like that. And then also the $500,000, that's pretty typical for a $5 ticket. However, the odds are like twice as long as they should be. So you always got to consider, is the wager you're making worth the top prize at the odds that are being given? And in this case, I'm not so sure that I would do a $5 bet for a $500,000 top prize at odds of basically 1 in 2 million. It should be more like 1 in a million. But other than that, those are the only things that really stand out. So we'll talk about taxes in Georgia. For any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $500,000, I'm going to view this as $351,250. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 72 and 73%. And I mean, this is above the 70% minimum that we look for all tickets. But 72% for a $5 ticket is just too low. Like, I hate the $5 ticket category. It's in almost every state, this is the category I hate the most because it seems like this is where people get ripped off the biggest. States know that $5 tickets are a convenient price point, and so they are full willing to rip you off as much as they can. So 72% for a $5 ticket is just too low. So I wouldn't play this just based on this payout alone. But we do need to see how this compares to other $5 tickets, which we'll see going through the video. The other thing we do need to mention is that the 72% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 72% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. So while I don't recommend playing this game, I wouldn't play it. If you are playing it, when you do win on it, if you're just a regular luck kind of player, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $50. And there is a split there at the $50 prize level. It's about 82 to 18. So the large majority, 82% of these $50 prizes, fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are going to be winning. The other 18%, though, are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's about 1 in every 324 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in over $1,600 before you would expect to see a top 1% prize, which means by that time you have to hit the top prize. in order to come out ahead. And I've mentioned this on the other 2 tickets in this series. I don't like this prize structure where, if you're committed to hitting a top 1% prize and you put in the $1,600 that it takes, that you have to win the top prize to come out ahead. They need to have a couple of other prizes there that are above that $1,600, so that you don't have to uh, beat the 1 in 2 million odds to get the top prize in order to come out ahead. So they need to change that. It's not a good setup. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 60 and 61%. Now, this does meet the minimum 60% payout that we look for bottom 99% prizes. So this is going to feel like a pretty average ticket, I think, to most people who play it. But we'll see how it compares here as we go through the video. Now, on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Georgia $5 tickets. And so you can see the $500,000 jumbo cash data point is all the way over here on the right. So you can see there was quite a bit of a jump in value from the previous $5 ticket, that 5 spot that came out last month. And so, yeah, I'm a little surprised that the Georgia Lottery is increasing the value of the ticket from the previous month and having a second chance drawing included in the ticket. So, so this is okay. I'm just surprised by it. As much as I've already said that I don't really like it, I think the payout's too low, I probably wouldn't play it. It's going to be a pretty decent $5 ticket in the context of Georgia $5 tickets. I do need to mention that the payout has increased. It's the highest payout that we've seen at least in 4 months or 5 months or whatever. So yeah, whenever you see an increase in value like that, I mean, it might be a good time to play, because with every ticket you buy, you're communicating approval of what the Georgia Lottery is doing. And this might be a time that you would want to communicate that approval. So I can't, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't really like it, but it might be a good time to buy. Now, if you are buying $5 tickets in Georgia, over here in green, you see the best ticket in every column. So if you're playing for overall value, that Fast 50s ticket that came out last December, that is by far and away the best $5 ticket that you can get. It's just so much better than any other $5 ticket in Georgia. But that's a little bit difficult to find. It's almost run its course. If you are playing for odds, the Scorching Hot Sevens has the best odds of any $5 ticket we've seen on the channel. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Fast 50s again has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, $500 Cash Craze has the most money at the top of the prize structure by a lot, actually. And then if you are interested in top prizes, we're keeping track of that as well. Now here on this page, we're looking at the rankings of $5 tickets in Georgia. Let's see, $500,000 jumbo cash. It's the 5th best ticket that we've looked at on this channel. So like I said, I'm really surprised that the value went up, even though it does have a second chance drawing attached to it. I just don't think the value is high enough. And we're going to see that in a couple of screens. And then I don't like the way the prizes, the game is structured. I think it needs more value at the top. But yeah, in the context of Georgia tickets, one of the top 5 for sure. Now here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. So this is friendliness to the average player. Here it's not ranked as high. It's only 18th on this list. And so while I think it will feel like a pretty average ticket, there are definitely other tickets out there that are friendlier to average folks. If you're a more conservative player, this one might be one that you would want to skip for some of these others that are available. Now here on this page, we get to compare $5 tickets across states. Top 35 $5 tickets we've reviewed on the channel from the 6 states we're looking at. are on the screen here, and you can see Georgia is pretty competitive with at least among 5 of the states. But what we really want to do here is look at Massachusetts. This is where $5 ticket value should be. Massachusetts is the only state that respects its players enough to give them $5 tickets where $5 ticket value should be. And usually they come out around 76% payout. That's where Georgia $5 tickets need to be in order for me to really, I don't know, like get excited about them or recommend them. But up here at the top of the list, we have the Fast 50s that did come out of Georgia, had 77% payout. And so this is the bar. I mean, we need to ask the question, if Georgia can do it once, if they can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why are they regularly putting out $5 tickets in this 71 to 72% range? So in this case, 72%, that is over 5 full percentage points less than what they did with Fast 50s. And that's a ton of money when you think about how many tickets go into just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the whole game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, and that's $50 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. And 5% of 50 million is $2.5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players on this Fast 50s game, that the Georgia Lottery is basically stealing from its players here in this jumbo cash game. So I don't like to see scratch players get taken advantage of, and that's why I hate this $5 ticket category so much, because to me it feels like this is where players get taken advantage of the most, because states should be up here 70, 76, 77% range, but they keep the tickets down here at 72% and less, which stinks. Now here on this page, we are comparing across states based on that bottom 99% payout. Again, Georgia tickets, very friendly to average players, at least compared to what other states are doing. $500,000 jumbo cash is here in 16th place on this list. So again, pretty friendly to average players, especially compared to what other states are doing. Now here on this page is to give a little bit more context as to where the ticket value should be on these $5 tickets. Our best $2 ticket that we've seen on the channel came out of Georgia. It was the Fast 20s. It had 75% value. That's another bar that the Georgia Lottery set. In my opinion, every ticket now that comes out above $2 from any state, whether it's from Georgia or not, ought to have more than 75% value, because it doesn't make sense to me that you would pay more for a ticket that had a lower payout. That's backwards. This is something that the Georgia Lottery ought to be embarrassed about, that, a $2 ticket can have a 75% payout, but their $5 ticket only has 72% payout. This is something they need to fix. Now here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. We only have one $5 ticket on this list. So, I mean, my fingers are crossed that we'll get more $5 tickets on this list, as long as the states can quit ripping people off and just, be respectful to its players, give players tickets that are worth buying and worth playing. Now here on this page are the top 36 tickets for the bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets. And again, $5 ticket, this Fast 50s, it's the best ticket for the bottom 99% of players. It beats all of the $30, $50, $100 tickets that have come out from all of these 6 states. And then we've even got the $2 Fast 20s ticket up here competing with $50 and $100 tickets. So $5 tickets can definitely make this list as long as the payout is good enough, which this one is not, and the game is structured in a way that benefits the average players. But that's about it for the Georgia Lottery $5 $500,000 jumbo cash ticket. It's not one that I would play. I typically don't play $5 tickets just because I feel like it's such a big rip-off category of tickets to play. So I am surprised that the payout went up from previous tickets, and you've got the second chance drawing, so that is a good thing. So again, it's a toss-up for me. Might be a good time to buy to encourage the Georgia Lottery to continue to increase the values of the tickets. Then again, the overall value is still too low for me to really be interested in. But if you're playing this, good luck on it. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.